Hello friends, my name is Marco Governali. I'm the author of this beautiful book right here, available on Amazon.com. Just type Marco Governali and the title will come up. Thank you so much. So today's topic is in my opinion, very interesting. The title is What You Resist, It Persists. So, today's video, what you resist persists. What does it mean? What do we mean by that? It's very simple. We tend to want to speak of the things we don't like. We automatically do that. The spiritual reason behind this is that we're here on planet Earth as souls. We're here on planet Earth to experience the physical side of us, which cannot be experienced as souls at home. So because of certain laws that exist here on planet Earth, physics mostly, things tend to happen. Things are heavy, mostly negative. You see, we basically made this movie. I like to call it a movie. And we included those ingredients, those aspects of life which we are not able to experience as souls at home, what Seth calls at home. This planet, this so-called physical experience, which is not physical at all, is simply less spiritual, meaning it's been decelerated frequency-wise. This planet basically has a tendency to express the heavier side of existence, the heavier side, the uglier side of existence. Of course, we have beautiful things here in the physical side, but we created this level expressly for the sole purpose of, mainly for the purpose to experience the heavier side of existence. The accidents, the wars, the killings, the arguing, the divorces, the things that we cannot experience on the other side at home. Of course, we have some very beautiful aspects the physical level gives us, but mostly, predominantly, things on this level or in this level tend to go the hard way, if I may say so. Instinctively, at most, we don't like something, we protest it, we talk about it, we want to tell other people, without realizing, of course, that the more we do that, these things or those things we protest, it's like putting gasoline on a fire. And it is right. If it's true that the universe has to mirror our mindset, and it is true. If it's true that what we think becomes, you remember the famous book, As a Man Thinketh. If it's true that you manifest the external environment, the external experience, based on what goes on in your mind, what you speak of, what you believe, then it doesn't take Einstein to understand that if we're going to protest wars, if we are going to demonstrate against wars and speak of wars and show imagery of wars and killings and bombings and so on and so forth, we are inviting more wars. It's as simple as that. And I had a really hard time understanding this when I first started working with Seth. But it just couldn't be any other way. So I'll give you an example. There are, on the internet, Facebook especially, there are certain people or certain pages showing all sorts of, I'll give you an example, animal abuse. And their idea is, they don't realize, of course, what we just discussed. So their idea is to show everybody, to make everybody aware of these poor animals getting beaten up and abused and killed, and some of them burned to death. I mean, of course, it breaks my heart. I love all animals. I love everything. But I wish they would just realize what they are doing, because by doing so, they're actually inflicting more pain onto those poor animals. And believe you me, that is just the way it works. By making everybody aware, by showing that imagery, basically what they're doing is making it more real, bringing it more forward, fostering it. Like it says, it's putting gasoline on the fire, because the universe has to mirror what we speak of. You speak against poverty, you are going to invite more poverty. You speak against wars, you're going to invite more wars. Now, some of us are aware of this, but most of us are just not aware. So we think we're doing the world a favor by speaking against war. But Seth says categorically, what you resist, you persist. You persist. So what do we do instead? It's very simple. Don't speak about or against, but simply speak about the things you want instead. So, it's very easy. If you want to stop wars, all you need to do is speak about peace. Never mind the wars. The wars are going to happen regardless. Eventually, we're going to get rid of them, yes, but how do we get rid of them? Don't keep on reminding people about the atrocity of wars, thinking you're doing them a favor, because you're going to invite more of it. Simply post, speak of, think of images of peace, people loving one another, happy children, flowers, colors, schools, happy schools, children playing, peace, peace, peace. Suppose you want to lose weight, stop dieting. Stop your stupid diets. They don't work. Dietitians and all these TV programs selling diets upon diets, and this diet and the diets, the South Beach, the North Beach, the Equatorial, the South America, the Mediterranean, this bullshit diet and the other bullshit diet, they just don't work. What you need to do is simply think of yourself as healthy. Think about a healthy lifestyle. And you don't even have to worry about, I need to measure that, and I need to watch this food or that food. Let me tell you a little story. I came to Canada, I was 180 pounds. Of course, the North America, I was 23 at the time, coming from Italy. I'm 6 foot tall, so that was a good weight. The North American lifestyle, it's cold, you stay indoors most of the times, you watch TV most of the times. I mean, in Italy, you walk, you go outside, you walk, you talk to people, you always move your hands, you burn a lot of energy. And in Italy, you eat five times as much as you eat in Canada or in America. So within 5 years, I ballooned all the way up to 270 pounds. 270 pounds. So I spent the last 15 years dieting until, I would lose 5 pounds, but I would gain 10. I would lose 20 pounds, I would gain 25. Simply because I did not realize that by concentrating on I'm fat, I'm overweight, I was speaking the magical I am 2 words. I am. So I am overweight. I am fat. I don't like myself. So of course the universe has to give you what you speak of. Okay, he's overweight. You got to make him overweight. And there was nothing I could do. It didn't matter. I would starve myself. I would fast for 2 or 3 days. But then of course I would eat like a pig for the next 4 days, because your body has to give you what's in your mind. Your body has to mirror what's in your mind. So if you think I am fat, your body, if you starve it, of course you're going to lose 5 pounds in 3 days. But your body has to go back to where your center of gravity is. I am fat. Therefore, It has to keep you that way. But then eventually it dawned on me. I mean, the doctor is telling me, I cannot eat bread, I cannot eat pasta. Are you kidding me? An Italian person can eat pasta? We are made of it. But all of a sudden, it just dawned on me. And I said, but my grandfathers, my two grandfathers and my great-grandfathers and my grandmother lived close to 100 years of age, all of them. They smoked the pipe, they smoked cigars, they ate pasta every day. You guys, in Italy, you eat pasta every day. It's a staple of the Italian cuisine. Every day you have pasta. A day in Italy consists of cappuccino in the morning with cookies or bread with jam on it. For lunch you have pasta first and then a steak or some fish with salad and espresso and a dessert. 3 o'clock in the afternoon you have an espresso or a tea, mostly espresso, with something sweet. For dinner, supper, you eat fish or chicken with a salad. So that is 5 times what I eat in Canada. And yet over there you lose weight and here you gain weight. Why is that? Well, it's because you worry about it. When you say, I'm gaining weight, I am, don't forget, I am. The universe is waiting for you. What are you going to put after the two words I am? Whatever you put after the I am, you see, is the most important two words you'll ever speak or think of. I am ... What are you going to put there? Whatever you put there, it becomes an order. It becomes a command. And the universe says, your wish is my command, as you know. So I am fat, boom, boom, boom. The universe, okay, is fat. Keep it that way. So what you must do, what I realized was, wait a minute, my grandfathers ate whatever the hell they wanted, but they didn't think of themselves as fat or as overweight or unhealthy. The doctor would have said, oh, stop smoking a cigar, stop eating that salami, stop eating that mortadella, stop eating that... Are you kidding me? Did you know that doctors have the highest mortality of any job or any line of work? Doctors, very few doctors make it to 80 years of age. Do your own research. I was surprised. You figure doctors, they should know. They do know, but the problem is they ingest too much negativity day after day after day, of course, from their patients. And of course, for as much as they want to empathize, for as much as they try, your brain ingests that poison day after day after day, and you become sick. There's a saying in Italy, you go out with the blind, eventually you're going to become blind. And you know what? It's true. Doctors listen to negative people all the time, telling about their cancers and their broken bones, and they can't sleep at night, and this sickness and the other sickness. For as much as doctors like to empathize, their brain ingests that information, and they end up believing that the human nature is sick, unhealthy. For as much as they want to fight it, but they internalize the notion that we are sick people, and sickness is everywhere. And if you think the sickness is everywhere, and you see it all the time in your studio, then what happens is, for as much as you want to fight it, you end up believing the sickness everywhere. So, let's go back on topic. Do not protest anything. You want a world without wars? Speak of peace. Do you want to be healthy and lose weight? Stop dieting. Stop telling yourself you're fat. Simply think of yourself as healthy. Your body knows automatically what to do. Simply eat when you're hungry. Do not eat because it's time to eat. Never mind this, the breakfast is the best meal of your day, and the breakfast is the most important meal. Bullshit. If you're not hungry, you're not hungry. When I get up in the morning, if I'm not hungry, I'm just have a little bit of espresso, a little bit of milk, a little bit of honey. Why would I want to eat my big breakfast if I'm not hungry? I get hungry around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when I eat. At supper, if I feel like some nuts instead of then a full supper, I eat some nuts. If instead I feel like a nice hamburger, I make myself a double patty hamburger and I eat it. Bottom line is I'm now 218 pounds, all the way from 270 pounds within 1 year. And so without dieting at all, simply let the body do its thing. Simply think healthy and you become. So this is what you need to do, you guys. Stop protesting, stop talking about the things you want them to go away, because you're actually inviting more and the same. Think what you instead want. So if you want to stop wars, speak of peace. If you want to stop being, if you're tired of being overweight, think about I am healthy. If you want to stop cancer, again, speak of unhealthy society. The more you speak about cancer, the more cancer you're going to invite. It's as simple as that. Our doctors don't quite agree on or understand this notion. Say, what do you mean? If you stop speaking about cancer, it's going to make cancer go away? Well, do you want me to be honest with you? Yes. But if you want me to explain in a human way, it's more complicated than that. Bottom line is, whatever you speak of, you invite. Just think about that. So stop posting all these negative stories about Trump, about abuse, about immigration, about poverty, about people getting abused and prisons and this injustice and the other injustice. Talk about beautiful, wonderful things. Talk about peace, talk about happiness, talk about trusting each other, talk about cooperation, talk about helping one another. And that's what we become. The more of us do that, the faster it's going to take place. Okay, you guys? Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Big hug and a big kiss. See you soon.